What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Umamusume video, and here we are with Duramente. I did mention yesterday I did wanted to train Duramente next, but then ended up doing Cheval Grand, which honestly wasn't too bad. If I had just won the Derby and probably a few other, like, it's not just a couple, not a couple, just things here and there to help out the training be a little bit better, maybe a little bit more stamina to also boost up a little bit more guts, or having a little bit more power could have been better for that Cheval Grand. But for the most part, at least we were able to train the best one that I've trained since, I guess, the beginning of the scenario. The reason why I thought it was the it's been a while since the UAF. I think I said that in yesterday's video, that I haven't trained Cheval Grand since UAF. That was actually false, because I did see that I did train her like somewhere in the beginning of the scenario. So yeah, it's just, I guess it's just been, oh, it's technically still been a while if we're talking about the beginning of the scenario. It's like 2 months ago, I guess you could say, or like like 2 months, a little over 2 months if anything. So it's not that far off, I guess. But yeah, it's been a while, and everything went well compared to all those runs, besides losing the Derby, I would say. That would probably been the biggest thing, I guess. But other than that, that was the best Cheval Grand I've had or trained. And now we are here with Duramente. I guess we've technically been doing kind of a season 3 training this whole week so far, with Kita going into Cheval Grand and then Duramente. But tomorrow's video would most likely be Duramente, or not Duramente, Gentle Donna. And I don't know who else would be the other one. But yeah, with that being said, let's just start or go over my setup real quick before we start the training. Pretty much the same inheritance as always. I'm pretty sure this is the same inheritance I did for the past Duramente as well, unless I did Gentle Donna. Oh, never mind, this was Dober mixed with Mr. CBS. Weird. I did Dober. Do I still have that Dober? No, that Dober changed. Whoever's or was that my Dober? As the real question, was that my Dober? Let me take a look at that Duramente again. Who was the... No, that was definitely a borrowed Dober. So we're just gonna go with the usual that I have with Teo and Gold Chip. And as for the setup, obviously I'll be using my Nani Tatai Shin Wise card with Duramente, as it is mainly made for chasers. Can't use the Duramente speed card, so we're gonna borrow a max limit broken still and love speed card while using my Kita speed card as well. As for the speed stamina cards, they are the same as usual for everyone that I use. Super Creek along with Air Shakur, although it's just one dupe, has still been doing really well. And then obviously the Nishino Flower power card. So that is pretty much the setup, besides the slight changes that I did compared to the leader setups that I've been doing. But we're just gonna get this started. But before we do jump into the training and the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the comments down below, or description down below. There is a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle, and then after that, head over to the Discord server or to the comments section down below. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But With that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for that. I'll say this video when it's not the end of the video because we honestly just started the training. But that's gonna be it for the circle and all that. So let's just jump into the training. As I'm loading up the comments, I'm just gonna do a few turns and check if any comments have been held for review. Anything of the sort. Doesn't seem like it, at least. No matter how long I've used this card, I've kind of forgotten. Ooh, maybe I should have? Nah, maybe. It'll be okay. So we'll keep doing speed. Scrolling down, let's find the first comment, and the first batch of comments that we will be going over is going to be from Nova. And the first one says, "Wua progress update. Nothing since I only logged in for the dailies. I slept from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I didn't want to do the question, I guess, quests in only 2 hours before work. That wouldn't have been enough time if we're talking about Act 2. Oh, yeah, Act 2 or Act 3. But I guess the prologue and Act 1 did take about 2 hours. If not, it did take 2 hours. So, yeah, it would have overlapped, or you would have had to stop before work. But I actually had just finished doing the Carlota companion story, recording it actually, and I don't know, I feel like I had nothing bad to say about the story in Wua, but I really did enjoy Carlota's companion story, given that I did do like Carlota a lot. But moving on, after I take a good look at which one I want to, I guess we'll do power, it's fine. GFL's new banner is Diane, and she is the star of the NTR debacle in the CN server. People thought GFL 2's success would not happen because of her. So I am pulling for her even if she is not meta. With this, Diane or Type 95 will be with me in all GFL games. Well, as someone who is not swiping, I will kind of be more selective on the banners I pull, obviously. Well, it's funny I say that because in Pretty Derby, I'm like a loose cannon sometimes, but I've been trying to change that if it wasn't obvious. So let's see how it goes for Pretty Derby by the time we hit the anniversary, I guess. Hopefully it'll be all right, but we'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. I don't think I'm gonna pull for Diane. We'll just see how it goes, or I guess Type 95. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure as of right now. I've just been chilling, using whatever I have, which is basically Macchiato, Suomi, and Sabrina. I forgot Mozen Nagant, and I forgot her name. I forgot her name. What was her name again? I think it was Kyungju, something like that. Um, But yeah, we failed that training, didn't we? We did. Interesting. That was a high percent. But I think we'll be fine even with that. At least it was early. That's all I can say. So yeah, I don't know if I'll pull for her. We'll see later on. But as of right now, not really thinking about it. I think I should just rest. I hope her motivation goes up. So we'll just do that. Still need to do the new event in HBR. I guess I'll just start it tonight. I do like the sisters. I haven't started the HBR event yet either. But I did see the new banner. I did see the new banner when it came out. But I was unsure. Well, I guess I'll go over the next part of your comments since it coincides with what I'm about to say. And it says, did you do any polls for the Sleepy and Masochist sister? Well, I did do polls to see who would I get. It took me about 7 polls, or I guess 70 polls. And I did end up getting Mua, the healer. And I was like, I do have Tama, but Tama is Tama. I would assume that Mua would be better. So I guess I'll just start. And I did end up getting Mua. Don't think I'm gonna keep going. I'm not too sure if I should. Because I'm remembering correctly, Yotsuha is a buffer. I don't know if I should keep going for another buffer because, hold on, give me a sec. I kind of forgot my options here. Oh, I think that's fine because I already have Seika and Union, so I'm kind of quite unsure. Kinda quite unsure is all I got to say. So that's where I'm at. Unless you're telling me that I should just have like 3 buffers in my team. That's a whole different story. Plus, I think I'd rather save for whenever, you know, either a better attacker or just another better character in general for me to pull. But I don't know. I don't know yet. I think there's only like a day or 2 left before the banner leaves, so I guess you could say I still have time to do the pull, but as of right now, I'm unsure if I should keep going. We still haven't gained our motivation. Let's see if I can do this again. Please don't fail. Okay, good. I think the name of, was it Yingxia or something like that? I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Yeah, I think she's a buffer too, right? Yeah, I believe she's a buffer along with Seika. Oh, what the heck? No. At least we got the karaoke. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I did end up going for Mua. Also, I hope the winds doesn't mess with the internet or the power in general. It's been stupid windy today. Like they were saying like gusts could go up to like 60 to 80 miles per hour, which is crazy to me because we've had high winds, but I don't think we've ever had it that high. But I don't know, it's been okay so far. There was one mishap where I don't know why it was just in my room, but in my room, while I was on the computer, the power went out for like a quick sec, which obviously I just blamed it on the wind, but can't do nothing about it. I think the winds will keep going until like tomorrow evening, so it shouldn't be too bad. But to answer the question once again, yes, I did do pulls, 70 pulls or 710 pulls, and I did end up getting Mua. Looks like Shaz is starting Wua. He said the combat looks pretty hard, and I told him, well, it's not like Uma's combat system. Still less RNG than Uma, though. I don't think it's too hard. I think it's because I also pretty much kind of used to games like that. I mean, obviously, because I play Genshin with the slight differences in Wua, kind of already got pretty much used to it, besides like getting used to the characters themselves, or I don't know. I don't know how it feels to play with it in the with controller. I guess that's another thing. I guess that's another thing to think about. But yeah, it took him what, half a year? I think half a year, a little over half a year to get the PS5 version out. I think that was the reason why Ren didn't play or start Wua also, because it wasn't in the PS5, which honestly caught me by surprise when I first found out a couple months ago. But yeah, I haven't played any like of these gacha games. Well, I guess you could just say like Genshin, or I guess now Wua in console. I didn't say Star Rail because it's just, it shouldn't be too hard to play Star Rail when it comes to the combat system being turn-based. So I would just say just a matter of getting used to. I would just say that would just be pretty much the only thing. But yes, less RNG than Uma. Although I did get my butt whooped by one of those holograms. Level 5 holograms. And he was hurting. I think 1 or 2 hits already had less than half my health already. Or whoever was out. Actually, I think the team I had put out was Carlota, Chungli, and Shorekeeper. I'm kind of anxious for 100 Girlfriends Season 2. Give me a sec. Here we go. Season 2. Some of the animators have voiced their concerns about the hectic work schedule behind the scenes with how frequent anime delays are going on. If Season 2 is going to get delayed, I hope it's not indefinitely. I mean, it's just the, if you think about it, it's just how the work environment is. I mean, whether if it's the animators, and all, or the office workers, it's just, I would say, like, how the work culture or work scene is over there. However you guys want to call it. Plus, with like you did mention how animes would be getting anime delays or go on hiatus and all that. It does make things, it does mess things up. It does mess things up. One of the animes I've actually been waiting for quite a while. Now we're you mentioned an anime. Is Noragami. I think their manga ended last year. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys know, but they haven't released anything since season 2. So just been chilling and waiting. Kind of like what happened with Classroom of the Elite, where it was where to go before they actually started doing it, posting more seasons again. Like last year, was it 2 years ago? About 2 years ago. I'm not too sure. I just know it's been a while. I'm afraid to watch your Ruwa videos for 3 reasons. What if you lucky mustard? Well, you will only figure out if you watch it. I'm gonna be so salty that I'm gonna become Dead Sea. The EN dub is still not my cup of tea. Honestly, for me, it's been fine since I think it's just been Yang Yang, to be honest. But then Yang Yang didn't bother me later on, so I don't know. I think it was just literally the beginning because things weren't aligning properly, as in like the voice felt a little more disconnect to the, I guess just you could say just when they were talking and when the voice would be said, or the lines would be said, it wasn't really aligning. But I wasn't the only one. It was earlier where people were also complaining about how Yang Yang's voice wasn't really, but I think it was as intended, to be honest. Because I did get used to it over time, and it does seem to fit her personality, the way she talks and all that. Kind of like how, at least, kind of like how when Eugen was hating on Miyabi's English VA, but the way she was talking, and at least to me, it seemed perfectly fine. Like it matched the way her character is. At least that's how I see it. And then 3, the spoilers, man. Well, I don't know what spoilers there would be for the summoning video, but obviously if you want to play the story for yourself first, then spoilers is an obvious reason if you haven't played it yet. Guess I'll watch them in 2030 or 2074, the year of GFL 2. That's up to you, man. That's up to you. I forgot about Cheval Grand again. I'm always thinking when Vivlos' true sister will be released. In my mind, Vivlos has one emo sister and one sister that doesn't exist. Well, you're not wrong about the true sister. Well, only because I believe Cheval, I remember mentioning this before, Cheval is the half sister, whereas Vivlos and Verxida are the full blood sisters, which is why she doesn't necessarily fit in, or she's is kind of like the one that, in the back while those two are together type of deal. I don't like where I'm at right now with this. I'm just gonna do this for the Ershakur bond, but we'll see if that messes me up. We'll see if that messes me up. Although this should bring us back to the derby, and we should be fine. Maybe. Well, third new Uma this month. I forgot to tell you that during my polls, Tanoki and Eugen were watching. Which one was this? I think I wanted the power one. Tanoki and Eugen were watching. After the Lucky Mustard polls, I was coerced into pulling a 10 at the Uma banner for the sacrifice. I could hear the wind blowing outside through my headphones. I did that, and bam, a Christmas Daiwa came, and I honestly wanted her more than Christmas Vodka, who I already have. I don't think I got I don't think I pulled for that Christmas banner, but I think I still ended up with Christmas Daiwa down the line. I haven't used her though, but I think she was supposed to be good for long distance. Then I did some single SR ticket pulls for Umas, and bam, one door became Rainbow and got Lark Gold Chip. The version of Gold Chip I do really want. I like her when she's not speaking. She is, I mean, besides her serious side, she is like mainly goofy and all that. Which I don't mind, but yeah. It's alright for the most part, for me at least. For me at least. Today I did the Legends race in BAM to Mamo Cross. Alt came home. I guess I'll do Gold Cities next since I don't have her OG form. I don't think I do either. I don't think so. Funny how I'm getting more Umas without really pulling for Umas. Well, it's because you don't pull for Umas. That's just how I'm gonna say it. Just because you don't really pull for Umas. The only reason why they're new is because you never pulled. And then lastly, was casually strolling through some gacha dramas when I saw this new thing about HSR and power creep. I don't know much about HSR to begin with, but it seems that old OP units are getting power crept fast and people are not happy about it. I'd say power creep is a problem if and only if it affects how difficult the main story missions or related quests are. If you can still beat the main story and events using the OG characters in 2025, then that's fine in my book. I think the story should be able to complete with the old characters. You don't need the new characters to finish the main story. I think the problem goes down to the endgame content with Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction. What was the other one called? Simulation Universe. I forgot what Divergent Universe is what I meant to say, and all that. But honestly, I see no issues. Honestly, I would say it just depends on how they built their team build, or how they build their characters themselves. I'd say yes and no. Yes, as in yes, the power creep is there. It's been kind of obvious. It's been kind of obvious. But I don't see it as a real issue because some of the old characters have been more usable. One namely being Jingyuan, who was the second banner, limited banner, second or third. He was pretty much, I guess you could say, forgotten for the most part, because he honestly kind of did suck in the beginning, but in the last patch or the last phase, he kind of had a comeback due to that character. I think it was Sunday when he got released. He basically helped him out, or made him better in a sense. But yeah, I don't really see an issue, to be quite honest. It's just the power creep thing has just been something I don't really think about too much. If anything, I don't know, really. I never really thought about power creep too much. Like, yeah, I would probably think about it here and there, but it doesn't necessarily bother me. Whereas like the OG characters are still usable. You either just update their relics, artifacts, however you want to call them, make them a little bit better, or just team build differently. That's the way I see it, at least. And we failed another training. Failed another training. Don't like that. Don't like that. So I'm pretty sure I can go back to using some of the OG characters and still make it work with, in combination with obviously the newer characters that will most likely help them. So yeah, I don't, in a way, I just think it's a problem, but not really necessarily a huge problem. And then, like you said, it shouldn't affect the main story. Events, for the most part, the events, I don't think they're too bad. I don't think they're too bad. So I don't know. I don't know really where to go from that. I think it's just Hoyo complainers being Hoyo complainers. That's how I'll say it. But as always, I don't really care about what they say. I've said this many times before. I don't care what people say about the games I play, because if I'm enjoying it, then that's all that matters. Until it's something that really does bother me, then sure. But I haven't really had any complaints. I think it has a lot to do with me also playing multiple gacha games. But other than that, I don't really see an issue. Hoyo complainers will just be Hoyo complainers, and that's just how it's gonna be. It's funny because I think in the 2.0 live stream for Wuthering Waves, there were people in the, I don't know if you saw this, there were people commenting in the chat saying Genshin is better or something like that. And in my head, I was like, these people who are saying Genshin is better than Uwa is probably the same people who complained the crap out of Genshin. And I'm just like, whatever. And so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I just don't care what people think. I just don't care. They can complain all they want. They can complain all they want. It's not gonna really bother me. Ooh. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try. We already failed 2 trainings. What's a third one at this point? And I'll even do this just so I can possibly get a little bit more. Oh, this is gonna be bad, right? No. Oh yeah, we did get that. At least it didn't go all the way down to the blue. Well, I guess it went down to neutral, but it's better than going all the way down. At this point, I have wasted like 4 turns. But other than that, that is pretty much it from Nova. Thank you for all the comments, Nova. And for the last 3 comments, they're gonna be from Tanoki. No, was forced on my new workplace, focused on my new workplace, and you recorded like lunchtime, and I missed commenting yesterday. I've actually been recording around the same time past week or so, or more like 2 weeks, if anything. So, and it's the same time right now. It's been good for me at least. And I did say, I did ask you guys, and you did say that you were cool with it. So it is what it is, I guess. Not much to update for now. Just parent training on the train to work and back, and then one free Uma pull a day is honestly trolling. I mean, I'll take one free pull a day, regardless. I'll take one free pull at least. It's better than nothing, but yeah, it kind of is trolling in a way. But other than that, thank you to Noki and Noah for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. And yeah, I think that'll be it for now. I think I'm just gonna, I guess, focus on the training run to see if maybe I can salvage it in a way. I don't know if I chose it right, but yeah, salvage it in a way, and also do just speed things up because I don't necessarily have much to talk about again. So I'll see you guys after the run is done. Alright, guys. I knew this Duramente was not going to be used in any CM or anything, so I decided to just pick whatever skills towards the end instead of trying to find a skill or just looking at the skills and all that. So I just left it the way it was and just picked whatever was left. Would have been a better run. Obviously, we had like 4 or 5 turns where it was wasted turns. And we didn't even get stamina at over 1200, which we're gonna need it to be. The only good thing out of here was just basically speed, I guess, capping out, and we did end off with a UE8, and our stats are 1779 speed, 1125 stamina, 1258 power, 848 guts, and 1209 wise. And not really thrilled about the run. Only because I know I can get a better run with Duramente. Just this could have been better, and we didn't get an S aptitude in anything. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys did make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys been up to. And I guess your team for the CM, if you guys have thought about it. But if there's anything else y'all do want to talk about, whether if it's Pretty Derby, anime, or anything else, or ask me in general, just leave it down in the comment section. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, a link is also down below in the description. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined the circle, looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to go join the circle. And then after that, head over to the circle request channel in the Discord server or the comment section down below. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.